Welcome to another edition of It's All About You, a weekly vlog that's all about you and your business. One of the biggest challenges that women entrepreneurs face is the fear of not being seen as an expert if they show their imperfections. Can you relate to that one? It's so easy to fall into the trap of thinking that perfection equates to professionalism and expertise. However, the reality is authenticity, transparency, vulnerability. Those are what truly builds trust and connection with your ideal clients and your audience. So embracing your imperfections doesn't diminish your expertise. In fact, it enhances it by making you more relatable and approachable. That's what this episode of It's All About You is all about. And I'll walk you through the step-by-step process to help you overcome that obstacle of embracing your imperfections so you can do so with grace, with confidence, with authenticity. We'll explore some essential mindset shifts. I'll give you some practical step-by-step actions to take and some real-life examples to illustrate how you can show up more authentically in your day-to-day work. And by following these steps, not only are you going to grow more comfortable with your imperfections, but you'll also have a deeper connection with your clients. So let's start off with one of the most important shifts for you to embrace, and that is accepting you, imperfections and all. Accepting you. So let's start with acknowledging the value of authenticity. Now, the mindset shift for you could be understanding that authenticity builds trust and connection with your audience. The practical action for you to take is to maybe reflect on how your imperfections have made others more relatable to you. Think of previous conversations you've had with clients or with prospects. And when you've shared an imperfection, when you've actually allowed it to come through, did they feel a deeper connection with you that resonate with them? Another example for you to consider is think of a mentor that you admire. Consider how their vulnerability and their authenticity made them more appealing to you, more genuine, more trusting. So redefining your expertise is not about perfection. Your expertise is about knowledge, experience, and the ability to connect and help others, to have that impact. So a practical action step to help you reconnect with that expertise is list your accomplishments, list your skills, areas of expertise, and remind yourself that even the top experts in any field have made mistakes and continue learning. So that's number one, acknowledging the importance of authenticity. Step number two, embrace your imperfections. And we do this by starting to identify what our imperfections are, because your imperfections are part of your unique story, your journey. So an action step for you here would be to write down a few imperfections and reflect how they have shaped your business, how they've shaped your approach to your business. An example would be to share a story about a mistake you made and the valuable lesson you learned from that. That can become a pretty powerful blog post or social media post. But to wrap up this step two, focus on progress, not perfection. That's a new mindset shift for you. Progress, not perfection. From a practical action step, set some very small achievable goals and celebrate your progress every single day. In fact, multiple times throughout the day. An example would be instead of aiming for that perfect social media post or perfect blog, focus on the value and the message you want to convey. Step number three is to practice transparency with your audience. Now, the mindset shift in this step could be that transparency builds deeper connections. How do you do that? Well, a practical action could be to share a behind the scenes moment or challenge that you've had in your business or in your personal journey. Maybe it's creating a video or a post discussing a recent challenge and how you addressed it. Taking these practical actions in your day-to-day business demonstrates that you're using your vulnerability as a strength, not a weakness. And it shows your prospects and your clients that it's okay to make mistakes. How human of us, right? We are humans. We are perfectly imperfect. Next, I want to share with you some examples of authenticity in action, embracing these imperfections and being authentically you in your conversations with clients and with prospects. So one example could be if you're in a session with a client or a prospect and it's not going as planned, acknowledge it, call it out, take ownership of that, and discuss how you can make it better, gaining their insight, their input. Another example could be on content creation. You can create a blog post or do a video or a Facebook Live about a recent failure and the insights that you've gained from it. Another example would be that you've made an offer and perhaps you didn't receive the subscriptions or the enrollment that you expected. There were some setbacks and at the same time, maybe some breakthroughs for you on what you can do differently next time. So each one of these examples is an opportunity for you to demonstrate your authenticity, acknowledge it, take ownership of it, create a deeper connection with your ideal clients and your current clients, and reinforce the belief that these imperfections are part of who you are. It's your journey, your experience. So to do a quick recap of our conversation today, embracing your imperfections is your path to authenticity, to building greater connections with your prospects and with your clients. Embracing your imperfections is not about lowering your standards or compromising your professionalism. It's about recognizing that true expertise is rooted in authenticity and continuous learning. It's a genuine connection with your audience. By shifting your mindset and taking these practical actions that I've shared with you today, you are celebrating your uniqueness, your unique journey, and it will help you overcome the fear of not being seen as an expert, rather being seen as showing up in your expertise authentically. So as you implement these steps, you'll find that perhaps, just perhaps, your imperfections become a powerful tool for you to build trust and relatability. Your clients are going to appreciate your transparency and your vulnerability, seeing you not just as a business owner, but as a person who truly understands their struggles and triumphs. This deeper connection will lead to a more fulfilling, sustainable, rewarding business where you can truly enjoy the freedom, the fulfillment, the validation, and yes, the fun that comes from doing what only you can do. When you embrace authenticity as one of your superpowers, it's just one more way that you can start having your business work for you. Because when your business works for you, life is easier. I'll be back next week with more.